Well, Stephen, it's another game to forget, let's just say that, and a disappointing performance here in Elgin.
I don't think we forget it, because obviously tonight we wanted to give boys that were maybe been in the shadows a game, and see who could step up. And maybe we're looking at maybe one or two that came to the fore. Thought Daniel Higgins showed a wee bit, considering the start he had, and showed a bit of character to get through that, because he's been 4 months really without competitive football in terms of a game. So I thought he showed glimpses, which was good, to get him game time as well. But it's kind of, I said, similar theme for Saturday. When you're down there, you get punished badly. I think we're in comfortable possession in the middle of the park, and Naya goes to play a switch, and it cannons off one of their players and puts Kane Hester through in goal. Even though I think we should be up and a bit more narrow, but you're getting punished with that. And then similar theme again, a set play, back post, we're not dealing with it, and it's a header, which the player at the back post is a bit more robust than one of our players, and they scored a goal through that. So it's again 2-0, half time. You're like, you're never got, you can't keep coming back for these, and I said to them in there, we need to cut these out. And I felt as if really there was positive second half. With the players we brought on Nat Wedderburn, we brought on Sean, we brought on Matty Yates, we brought on Adam Brown, we brought on Thomas Orr, and I thought the players really gave us a lift, and we got a goal and possibly could have got a couple. We could have got one more anyway, but we'll take everything into consideration. But I've said to them, in the earlier season starts against Forfar on Saturday, it's just been goals. That's been 3 against Stirling, 3 against Dumbarton, and 2 and 3 obviously tonight. That's 9 goals in 3 games. That's relegation stuff, and the boys know in there. They know that they're an honest enough group to know it's really no good enough, and it's players who we know are well good enough. They should be cruising. League 2 are really having difficult times at the moment. So they need to kind of pull themselves through it, and we're trying to help them. We're trying to stick by them because we know they are good enough players, and hopefully we can come through this dark period. But it's still major early doors. I've said to them in there, I totally believe in this group. I really do. We just need to, like I say, get the confidence up, get the belief back, and go to Forfar on Saturday.
Yeah, for the 3 goals we can see tonight, it was individual mistakes for each of them. As a manager, how do you combat that?
Very difficult, because if we're getting cut open, like I say, if Elgin are splitting their defence, and they're getting chance after chance, you can then dissect it. You go back to the analysis, you look at videos, and you say, right, what's happening? But it's similar to Saturday. Saturday, if you can't defend an in-swinging corner, if you can't defend a long throw-in, tonight, if you can't keep the ball and obviously get up and be compact, and the second one obviously defend a basic long ball in the box for a set play, then you're really struggling, and that comes down to the players individually, and they know that. They know that they need to take a bit more pride. They need to they need to just be more aggressive in what they're doing. And they're taking it on board. We had a real good positive chat in there for a while, and it's a long journey back home for here, but the boys are willing to sit there and go, listen, let's get this sorted, and they gave a bit of feedback, but they know themselves it's down to individual errors, and if we stop them, I think there was positives in terms of us going forward tonight. So we'll take the positives, and we'll move on to Forfar on Saturday, but we need to stop gifting goals. That's the first thing.
Yeah, and with Forfar on Saturday, are you thinking differently heading into that game after the last couple of performances, or is it the same thought process?
Well, I think we've probably had a right good look at everything, because we've changed it for Annan to Stirling to Dumbarton to the night, and it's not as if players in the squad, they can't say, "Oh, I've not had a shot now." You know, everybody's had a fair crack at it, and we're going to look at the whole, you know, thing accumulatively in terms of who's played well, who we feel as if is going to give us that energy, because ultimately the team needs a wee bit of energy, and I don't just mean fitness. You know, it needs a spark, and hopefully we can get the selection right. But we feel as if we're, even coming off, speaking to Michael and Fraser, coming off there, we feel as if we're nearly there with the selection. We think we know the players that are going to be the ones that are going to step up to the mark on Saturday, and you know, we say to them in there they're going to need to, and I believe that in Saturday we're going to get it right.
Cheers, Stephen.
Cheers.